Hey, what's up everybody? Dylan here from Iceberg TV. My last couple of videos you guys have really been enjoying. It was the top 3 mid-ranges for beginners, the top 3 fairway drivers for beginners, and today, now we're going to talk about my top 3 favorite 9 speeds for beginners. I think 9 speeds can be broken up into 2 slots, one for straight pushing distance, and then one for overstable utility shots, something like a Firebird or a Felon or a Pioneer. Any of those sort of overstable utility discs, we won't be talking about those today. We're going to be talking about the 9 speeds that are going to help you push some additional distance, a stepping stone between distance drivers and fairway drivers. You can get used to having a slightly wider rim, get comfortable with the feel of that in your hand, but get, again, a little bit more distance than your fairway drivers, but they're not quite as wide and uncomfortable as a true distance driver, which I would consider to be around 11 speed or higher. The first disc we're going to talk about today is the Thought Space Athletics Mantra. This is a disc that if you throw your fairway drivers well, you're going to have no problem transitioning to the Mantra. It's got a very comfortable side profile in the hand. They come in a bunch of different plastics. There's a bunch of really cool stamps. This is a custom one you can get at the link in the description below from Disc Golf Deals USA. You can also save 10% on any of the discs you see in today's video by clicking the link in the description below. But what I really like about the Mantra is it's just easy to throw. You throw it nice and hard and firm out, give it a little bit of height. It's going to find some turn in the mid-flight, but then have a nice forward push at the end. And if you have a faster arm or like to throw in an anhyzer, then this is going to be a really great disc for those longer turnover shots. But again, if you're a beginner, you're probably mostly just going to throw this similar to how you see me throw it today. Just throw it out up in the air, let the disc do what it's supposed to do, and get a nice gentle turn in the mid-flight. I have 2 Mantras here today. I've got I believe this is, I forget what this plastic is called. Oh, Aurasoft. And then we also have a Glow Mantra that we can compare it to today. So very easy turn in the mid-flight. Not throwing that super hard, probably somewhere around like 54 to 56 miles an hour, first throw of the day. Don't need to throw this disc super hard to get that nice, cool turn in the mid-flight. My experience with the Glow Mantras is that they are quite a bit more understable than some of the other plastics. A lot of people got the Glow thinking it was going to be more stable, but these guys were actually a bit less stable. And this is the Ali Smith Glow Mantra. So let's give this a throw. I'll show you guys again. Probably a little bit more understable than the pink one we just threw. Throwing it probably even a little bit softer and still getting that nice comfortable turn in the mid-flight. If you've never thrown a Mantra or any Thought Space Athletics discs and you wanted to check one out and get your first experience with a Thought Space disc, that would be a really nice option to get started with. Now let's check out the next disc on the list. We've got the Inertia here. We're going to be checking it out in the Neutron plastic and in the Proton plastic. This one is max weight, 175 grams. This one is much lighter. It's in the mid 160s. The Inertia flies very similar to the Mantra, but it does feature MVP's unique overmold gyroscopic technology. If you're into MVP and Axiom discs, but you have a hard time finding a 9-speed that is pushy, glidey, easy to turn like the Mantra, the Inertia, especially in a lighter weight, would be something worth checking out. All the same things I said about the Mantra, I can say about the Inertia. It's just a very easy disc to throw. And every time I throw this lightweight Proton Inertia, I'm surprised at how much easy turn in the mid-flight I'm getting. The rain's starting to pick up, kind of grip lock that one, but it turned all the way to the right side of the golf course over there. Got a huge turn in the mid-flight, pretty much just slipped out of my hand. Again, not throwing as hard as I usually do. It's a little cold, the rain's picking up. And then we also have the Neutron in a max weight, which is going to be a little bit more stable than the Proton and the lightweight. There we go. Trust the release. That one's going to have a lot more fade at the end of the flight. So if you have a fast arm, I would recommend getting a Neutron. And if you have a slower arm, I would recommend getting the lightweight Proton. Now, the last disc we're going to be talking about is an absolute classic. We have the Innova Star Sidewinder. This is probably the most stable of the discs that we're checking out today, but the Sidewinder is a disc that a lot of people just don't throw. Innova's got great 9 speeds. They've got the Thunderbird, the Roadrunner, the Firebird. Sometimes the Sidewinder, I find, especially for new players, is a disc they don't just try right away, because a lot of their favorite pro players don't throw the Sidewinder. Just because the pros aren't throwing it doesn't mean you shouldn't try it. And with that being said, I think it's a disc that falls into the same category as those other discs. Fun, easy to throw, super useful on backhand and on forehand. A lot of you guys probably haven't tried a Sidewinder yet. I would highly recommend you try one out, because it's likely going to be a little bit more stable than you're expecting, but still going to give you that nice forward push and shot shaping that you're looking for. Let's throw the 2 Sidewinders. This one is 175. I mean, what a beautiful shot shape out of that Sidewinder. Honestly, the Sidewinder is probably my favorite disc of the bunch, the Mantra being a close second. The Sidewinder, I can get that shot shaping I'm looking for, but a little bit more stability and integrity towards the end of the flight. Now, this Sidewinder is a lightweight one. It's 164 grams, so I expect it to get a little bit more turn in the mid-flight. Let's see what kind of flight we can get out of a lightweight Sidewinder. Yep, much more turn in the mid-flight. Threw that one a little bit softer. But yeah, definitely check out some of those discs. You can get all of them at the link in the description below. You'll save 10% by using my website over at discgolfdealsusa.com/icebergtv. I hope you guys are enjoying this top 3 discs, hopefully for you, series. Stay humble, live with gratitude. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and take care.